Yeah, just straight through and just take it.
Are you being? Oops. Should I grab another file? Yeah, that's the next one that we're going to do, our Spanish speaker. Good morning.
No.
Okay, we just gotta listen to Judge right now, okay?
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi, tell me your full name, sir.
Hi. I'm not interested in these proceedings. I mean, as far as they said to tell you, Senior Supervisor Bruns or any of the supervisors, you can contact them and they say she'll let you leave, walk out. The incident happened per the
Okay, don't.
it's on itinerary.
No.
So, sir, what I'm asking you for right now is just to tell me your name. Can you tell me who you are?
Robert Monroe.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Monroe. So you're here on a few different matters this morning, and we're not here to talk about the facts or the circumstances of any of those today. We're here to talk about your release conditions and whether or not you're going to stay in custody or if you're going to get released. So that's the purpose of these proceedings. I just want to make sure that you know what's going on and what you're actually here for. Can we do that real quick and I'll explain that to you and then you can be done?
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like you're here on possession of drug paraphernalia and aggravated assault, and then a couple of misdemeanor cases involving failing to appear on a shoplifting case and not providing your name to someone. So those are the things that we're seeing you for this morning. You do have the right to remain silent on all of these things today. Anything you say can and will be used against you. There is a felony aggravated assault charge, and the drug paraphernalia charge is also a felony. So on those matters, you're entitled to an attorney, and I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you today. You have an attorney seated with you for purposes of the hearing here today as we talk about conditions of release. I've had a chance to review information that pretrial services has prepared for me that just tells me a little bit about you and why we're here today. I've also had a chance to review the state's recommendation about your conditions of release. Like your attorney, she'll be telling me here in a minute what she would like to do with conditions of release. I'm going to hear from the prosecutor first. Looks like they're asking for a $10,000 bond. Mr. Poston?
Your Honor, without provocation, this person assaulted a Tran bus driver and split his lip and caused him various other injuries. And the fact is, there was no cause for this. He assaulted this bus driver without any reason or motivation, and this person poses a danger to the community. He is rated a 6 out of 6, has an active NVCA flag, and has priors. $10,000.
All right. What's the defense's position on conditions this morning?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Monroe is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, a $2,000 bond. He has lifelong ties to Tucson.
All right. So, Mr. Monroe, I am going to impose a bond today in the amount of $2,500.
Okay, I asked the man to call the police.
Okay, so I know defense is muting. Sir, here's what happens. When you start talking about the offenses, your attorney mutes the mic. Anything you say about what happened with these offenses is something that can be used against you. So that's why we're not going to talk about those. And I can't hear you until she turns the mic back on, sir. So I am going to impose a bond today of $2,500. That is cash or secured. You're going to be released to pretrial services if you can post that bond, and you just need to stay in contact with that agency. Participate in any monitoring or treatment they direct. You can't have any alcohol or drugs, and you can't have any firearms. Don't have any contact with the victim, and don't go back to the incident location. I'm going to have to give you a couple different court dates, Mr. Monroe. Are you ready for the first one?
Understand that.
Okay, we just gotta listen right now, just.
I don't want to, I'm not interested in these proceedings at all. You
That's
guys
okay.
keep just
Just,
make,
just
I'm-
listen. Let's just
I'm not
listen.
talking about, I'm not interested in going to jail or your little kangaroo.
So I just need to give you some court dates, Mr. Monroe. Your court date for the felony case is going to be December 27th at 1:30. That's a preliminary hearing. That court date may or may not occur, but you're expected to show up at all future court dates. And if you fail to appear, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Do you understand all of that, Mr. Monroe? I'm not saying you have to like it. I just need to know whether or not you understand it.
And, real, what's your full name?
Do you
What's your
under,
name?
do you understand what I'm asking you, sir?
Yeah, you haven't told me your name.
I'm Judge Miller.
Judge Miller, Cheryl Miller, Carol Miller.
So if, so she's just asking if you're gonna go to court if you post the bond.
I'm not interested in being in jail or incarcerated. Right now, you guys incarcerated me last time. I have to wait till I get the Phoenix until I can go over there and
So, Mr. Monroe, I just need to know if you understand that you have a future court date that you need to go to. The rest of it we can talk about later. You've got an attorney that'll talk about all of that with you. Do you understand?
me, Judge. What they're doing is
Mr. Monroe, I just need you to tell me if you understand.
I'll have you arrested.
Do you understand, sir?
I'm gonna have you arrested.
Do
I said what I said.
do you know you have court? She's. There, you have a court date,
Have arrested.
but so she's asking if you know that you have a court date.
I'm not gonna. I mean, what?
So, Mr. Monroe, it does appear that you're understanding things that are going on. You're just upset
have
and you don't like the outcome. So I'm going to take that as a yes, you appear to be understanding everything I'm saying. You just don't want to answer. So you have your court date on the felony case, your court date for the misdemeanor matters we talked about, the warrants for your arrest. I'm going to release you on those matters. Your next court date is going to be January 16th at 8:30. That's going to be at Pima County Justice Court. You do need to appear at that date and time. If you fail to appear, a warrant can issue for your arrest. So you have both of your court dates, sir, on your felony and your misdemeanor. You just need to make sure that you show up. You're all done for today. Maddie, did you get the rest of this?
It's